Hello everyone, Lumini here. So today we're going to be going up against the Tobi Kadachi. Now, I have to say, this is definitely one of the more difficult fights in the game. And I think, especially if you came from World running Tobi Kadachi, you would know how much of a cakewalk that guy was. And then you go to this Tobi Kadachi, it's definitely quite a different fight and quite the different experience. He's definitely gotten quite a bit of an upgrade. Now, I have to say, I have tried several different switch axe setups to combat Tobi Kadachi, and somehow the paralysis rampage switch axe tends to work the best for me. Especially because the paralysis procs actually keeps him still so that you can just wail on his tail, which is his weakest spot. Now, I should also note that I am kind of purposely spacing out the ZSDs and the Soaring Wyvern Blades so that I can get in at a comfortable time to resharpen. But yeah, see, there you go. I know I'm a little late on saying this, but yeah. Paralysis, easy tail snipes, and then followed up with a ZSD. Now, I have to say, this is actually a fight that pretty heavily punishes ZSD usage, because wrong ZSD at the wrong time will have you losing at least 30 to 40% of your HP, especially like if he does like the tail flip right there. Regardless on whether you latch onto the head or the tail, his entire body at that point is a hitbox, and you are going to be taking damage. And not only that, but just a lot of Tobi's moves surprisingly does quite a lot of damage, honestly. Yeah, so I didn't follow up with the Soaring Wyvern Blade because I wanted to be able to sharpen right there, so even though, yeah, maybe that's a loss of damage, but I don't mind because I got my damage back through sharpening. And I'm going to go ahead and ram him to the wall at least 3 times. But again, to the switch axes that I've used, the exhaust switch axe, surprisingly, even with Stamina Thief, I wasn't exactly getting very favorable exhaust procs. And not only that, but quite the unfortunate thing about running exhaust that sometimes I forget to mention is that whenever the monster does get tired and he is not ready to be captured, you can find that he will sometimes transition to a different location, and you know, that's just a fucking big time lost right there. I also tried out the Nargacuga switch axe with a crit set, trying to mimic the one that Dayaga used way back when, and it was working pretty alright. Poison claps this guy pretty hard, but I wanted something more. I tried out the Mizutsune one, and honestly, I don't think Tobi stands still enough for me personally to feel comfortable just consistently using it. And then top it off, power files just take forever to build, and if this guy's moving all over the place, it makes it that much harder to actually build them up. And so, after a bit of brainstorming, I just said, fuck it. Let's try and paralyze this dude. And even though the Hunter's Note says that he only has a 1-star weakness to paralysis, as you see in the run, I got fucking 3 procs on that shit. Like hell, that's about as much as I got on that Tetranodon back in HR 4. So yeah, paralysis goes burr. Now, I should also note that I did also try Dragonheart on this, but admittedly, it was also with the Tigrex switch axe, which is exhaust, and I did also use the Valstrax switch axe with the Wyvern exploit, but again, it still wasn't doing the amount of damage I was hoping for, and I can at least say that I got a 420 on that, but with the Rampage switch axe, I felt like it was more consistent and it allowed me to control the fight more. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see y'all guys next time. See ya.